Today's story is about a single act of kindness. A moment so simple, yet so powerful, it changed a person's life forever. So sit back, listen closely, and open your heart. This is the kindness that changed a life. The sky was gray, and the wind was cold that afternoon. The streets of the city were filled with people rushing to and fro, most too busy to notice the quiet figure sitting near the subway entrance. He was a man in his late 40s, with weather-worn hands, tired eyes, and a scruffy beard. His clothes were layered but tattered, and next to him sat a small cardboard sign, "Anything helps. God bless." His name was Thomas. Just 5 years ago, Thomas had a job, a house, a family. But then life unraveled. His wife died suddenly in a car accident, and in his grief, he couldn't keep up with work. Depression crept in, and slowly, everything else slipped away. Now he sat on the concrete, invisible to most, ignored by hundreds of feet passing by each day. Until one day, someone noticed. It was a boy. Just a teenager. Maybe 17 or 18. He was walking home from school, backpack slung over one shoulder, earbuds in. But as he approached the subway, he paused. He looked at Thomas. Their eyes met for a brief second. Then the boy walked past. Thomas lowered his head again. Just another glance. Nothing new. But then, he heard footsteps return. The boy stood in front of him, took off his earbuds, and knelt down. "Hey sir," he said gently. "Are you okay?" Thomas looked up, surprised. No one had asked him that in months. I'm all right. Just trying to make it through the day," Thomas replied with a faint, tired smile. The boy reached into his backpack and pulled out a brown paper bag. "I was gonna eat this sandwich after school, but I think you might need it more," he said, placing it beside Thomas. "And there's a bottle of water too." Thomas was stunned. He opened his mouth to thank him, but the boy just smiled. "My name's Jacob. I walk by here every day. I've seen you before." Thomas nodded. "I'm Thomas." "Thank you, Jacob." "Really?" Jacob stood up and said, "I'll see you tomorrow, Thomas." And he walked away. The next day, Thomas didn't expect him to come back. But he did. And he brought another sandwich. Another bottle of water. And a conversation. This time, they talked for 10 minutes. Jacob asked about Thomas's life, where he was from, what he used to do. Thomas told him he used to be a high school science teacher. That he loved astronomy. That he once dreamed of writing a children's book about the stars. Jacob listened. Really listened. And when it was time to leave, he said, "You're not invisible, Thomas. I see you. And I'm glad I met you." Those words, they echoed in Thomas's heart all night. You're not invisible. Over the next 2 weeks, Jacob kept coming. Sometimes he brought extra food. Sometimes warm gloves. Once, he even brought an old science magazine for Thomas to read. They laughed,